Worst to first. We talk about it every year in the NFL. Which team is most likely to go from last place in their division last year to first place in their division this year? That is what we're going to talk about here on For Verts. My name is Harrison Graham. We'll go ahead and rank from least likely to most likely here on today's show. I think the Browns are the least likely team to do it for a variety of reasons. One, the AFC North is very difficult. I mean, it's a really good division. The Ravens are one of the top teams in the AFC. Pittsburgh should still be at least formidable. They've never gone below 500 with Mike Tomlin. Regardless of what we think of Aaron Rodgers, he is at least going to be as good as Russell Wilson was last year, I would think. The Bengals are one of the best offenses in the league. And the Browns, while they have some intriguing pieces on their team, they don't have a quarterback. When you have four quarterbacks, you don't have one. So I think the Browns deep down know they're not going to be competitive this year. Now, could they be better than 3-14? Could they win 5, 6, 7 games? Sure, but you're not winning the division. It's just not going to happen. 40-year-old Joe Flacco found magic 2 years ago. Even if he is serviceable early on, he's not going to be good enough to win that division. So I think they'll be in the mix to be picking pretty high again next year. Okay, the Las Vegas Raiders at number 7. This one's a little tough because I do think on paper the Raiders could be one of the more improved teams in the league. You get Geno Smith at quarterback. I like the Ashton Genty pick. I think offensively with Bowers in there as well, they could be pretty fun to watch. Defense still has some holes. If Max Crosby stays healthy, they should at least be decent on that side of the ball. I just think even more so than the AFC North, I think this division is just going to be brutal. I mean, even if the Chiefs take a slight step back, they're still going to win 12-plus games. Chargers and Broncos should at least win 10 games. Two of the better defenses in the league. Young quarterbacks on the rise there as well. Probably the best assortment of head coaches in this division when you look across the NFL, and that includes Pete Carroll, by the way. I just think the division's too tough. I think they're better than some of the teams we're going to talk about coming up, especially the next team. I think the Raiders are a better team than the next team, but the next team's division just isn't nearly as difficult. So I think they're on the right path. I think the arrow is pointing up for Las Vegas, but I still think they're a couple years away from truly competing to win that division. If you guys want more NFL content for free, please help a brother out. Hit the subscribe button. We're trying to grow this thing. We haven't even hit the year mark yet. We got over 10,000 subscribers. That's a testament to all of you. We want to continue to pump out content and be on the right trajectory like a lot of these teams are heading into this football season. That's our goal. So support the show, continue to watch, and share it with a friend, and let's try to grow this thing. Okay, at number 6, the New Orleans Saints. Again, I think the Raiders are a better team than the Saints. Hell, I think the Browns have a better roster than the Saints. I think the Saints are really bad, but I also think the NFC South stinks. I think Tampa's really good, and I'm somewhat intrigued by Atlanta. Carolina's pointing up, but I still think they're a year or two away. I'm still not sure about Bryce Young there. Obviously, with Atlanta, we'll see on Penix. I love Tampa's roster. I think they're easily, if you're a betting person, bet Tampa to win the division. New Orleans, the only reason they're ahead of those other teams is because outside of Tampa, this division's pretty manageable. It's not a very tough one, but they could be the worst team in the league. I mean, they really could. They're old in a lot of spots. Who the hell is going to start at quarterback? Is it going to be Tyler Shuck? Is it going to be Spencer Rattler? When we saw Rattler last year, it was not good for the most part. Kellen Moore, first-year head coach, who has a pretty good history offensively, but also took him a while to get a head coaching job. You always wonder why that's the case. I just think that they're in major trouble. They kind of remind me of the Bears 3 or 4 years ago when Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus entered their first year there. It just feels like, except for they did the right thing. Not really Eberflus, Poles. They tore down the roster because they had an aging roster. The Saints should have done that this year. Just moved on from old pieces and tried to reset, and they didn't do that. So, their one, I guess, glimmer of hope is maybe Tyler Shuck is good, but that's a bit of a reach. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I got the Giants at number 5. I like what they've done this offseason. Could they challenge Dallas or Washington in the East? I don't think they can close the gap with Philadelphia. I do think they're still the worst team on paper, but Dallas, their frontline starters are good, but like if Dak gets hurt again, or if they were to lose on Micah Parsons or something like that, they're kind of thin in terms of their depth isn't great. Washington, was last year real? Was it kind of lightning in a bottle? I think the Giants will be better. I think they've improved. Their defensive line should be one of the best in the NFL, especially when it comes to rushing the passer, with Abdul Carter joining Kayvon Thibodeau and Brian Burns. Russell Wilson should be an upgrade over Daniel Jones. So I think they'll be like a feisty 6-7 win team, but I don't think they can win the division. Okay, fourth best chance to go from worst to first. I've got the New England Patriots. I do really like their chances of getting second in their division. I think they could leapfrog New England and New York, the Dolphins and Jets. What did I say? Oh, no, Miami and New York. Thank you, producer Colin. They can't leapfrog Buffalo, though. That's why I don't have them higher. But the reason I still put them up here is I still like them as a team better than some of those other teams. And who knows, right? When the whole division as a whole is pretty weak, well, then it only takes like one catastrophic. Like, what if Josh Allen were to get injured? Hopefully that doesn't happen. But, like, if that were to happen, the AFC East is wide open. Like, anybody could win it. Whereas, like, if you put New England in the AFC West, they'd have really no chance, because even if Mahomes were to get hurt, it's like, well, the Chargers and Broncos are still probably better. But I think the Patriots could be a sneaky wild card contender. I think there's a good chance they finish second in the division. Miami's probably still a little bit better overall, but they're trending down while the Patriots are trending up. I like the direction of where they're heading as well. Okay, I got the Titans at 3. Tennessee last year lost a bunch of just ridiculous games. I mean, hell, in week 1, they're up 17-0 on the Bears, and Will Levis just starts throwing the ball to the other team, including trying to, like, shovel pass a ball as he's getting sacked over his left shoulder for a game-losing pick 6. They lost 2 or 3 other games in crazy fashion as well. Will Levis and Mason Rudolph, for what it's worth, just gave them no chance to win. You know who did give them a chance to win was their defense. They were number 2 in total defense in yards allowed. Now, points allowed, other metrics, they were more like middle of the pack, but they were at worst a top 15 defense. And some of those numbers got inflated, like points allowed, because they were giving points to the other team with turnovers. So I think this defense should be top half of the league. And if Cam Ward can just be decent, like if you told me today, Cam Ward is the 20th best quarterback in the NFL this year, I think that team could win 7, 8, 9 games, because Will Levis, forget 32nd, he was like the 57th best quarterback in the NFL last year. He was atrocious. So if Cam Ward just takes care of the ball more than Levis and generates some explosives, and if they can run the ball a little bit and just kind of try to win these lower scoring games, why not Tennessee to challenge? I mean, even we all love the Texans, right? Great roster, but like they won 10 games last year. It's not like they ran away with that bad division. So I think the Tennessee's at least got a puncher's chance to do it if C.J. Stroud doesn't take a step forward in Houston. So I'll have them third most likely. Who do you guys think wins Rookie of the Year? Is it Cam Ward, Ashton Genty? Feels like it'll be one of those two. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section of this video. Okay, I got the Bears at number 2. Very tough division, obviously. But I do think when you break down the NFC North, I think the Bears on paper got a lot better. I don't know if you could say any of the other teams on paper got better. Now, if J.J. McCarthy hits, you could say Minnesota got better, because they beefed up their interior offensive line with the new center and guard. They signed 2 defensive linemen, Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen as well. They also drafted Donovan Jackson, to plug in at guard. Minnesota's roster is loaded, but the QB question mark is a real one. And say what you want about Sam Darnold, he played really well last year. Detroit lost 8 coaches, including both their coordinators. And Frank Ragnow just retired. That's a big deal. And the Packers, I don't know if they got worse, but did they really do anything to get better this offseason? How do we feel about Jordan Love right now? I think the Bears, easily in the division, but perhaps in the NFL, are the most improved team in the league. And that factors in the coaching staff. We witnessed one of the worst coaching staffs in recent memory last year, led by Matt Eberflus. Sure, Ben Johnson's a first-year guy. By default, he will be better than Matt Eberflus. And if he can get Caleb Williams going this year and really take that year 2 leap, then I think the NFC North could be up for grabs. I wouldn't necessarily pick the Bears to win it, but I do think there's a world where it happens. Okay, the 49ers at number 1. I mean, look, they've got a lot of credibility, right? A lot of weird stuff last year, a lot of injuries. Purdy didn't play quite as well. They lost a bunch of one-score games. I would pick the Rams right now to win this division, but if you told me today, like the 49ers won 11 games and win the West, I'd be like, yeah, I could believe that. I mean, they did lose some key pieces on defense, but bringing back Robert Saleh, I think is going to be an upgrade significantly over was it Ben Sorensen? I forget the guy's first name, but their defense coordinator from last year, and they benefited. They drew the easiest schedule in the league. Honestly, it was a good year for the 49ers to have a bad year. And this is why sometimes they didn't try to tank. But like sometimes if you're a good team, it's okay to have a bad year, especially because even if things went better last year, they were not going to win a Super Bowl. Like it just wasn't the same as the year before. So if you're going to take a step back, take a big step back, get last in your division, get a last place schedule, pick in the top 11 of every single round in the NFL draft, and then reload for the next year. Kyle Shanahan's a good coach. You bring back Robert Saleh. Brock Purdy, even in the worst year of his career, was still well above average last year. So I think the 49ers have the best chance to do it because they've been there. They've done that. They're in a division that's relatively manageable, and they drew the easiest schedule in the league. So a lot of reasons why to like San Francisco this year. Okay, which team is most likely to go from worst to first in the National Football League in 2025? I say San Francisco. What say you? Give us your thoughts in the comments section of this video. My name is Harrison Graham. Hope everybody is having a fantastic weekend. We will see you soon here on 4 Verts.